Most people ruin their day within 30 minutes of waking up. But the ancient Stoics, they conquered their mornings, and you can too. Think about it. You wake up, reach for your phone, and within seconds, you're drowning in emails, social media, and bad news. Your brain hasn't even had coffee yet, and it's already stressed. Now compare that to Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor who ruled an empire, faced wars, and still wrote in his journal every morning. Or Seneca, who called dawn the philosopher's hour. They didn't start their days reacting to chaos. They designed their mornings to build mental strength. And that's the difference between a day that controls you and a day you control. Why mornings matter in Stoicism. The Stoics didn't just wake up early, they woke up intentionally. Here's why. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." Translation: your first thoughts set the tone. If you start distracted, you'll stay distracted. Seneca warned, "You are waking up to life. Stop wasting it before it's gone." He's saying, every morning is a tiny life. Waste enough of them, and you've wasted your years. The Stoics treated mornings like a training ground for the mind. Because if you can master your mornings, you can master your life. Preview of 7 Stoic morning habits, tease benefits. So how do you actually do this? Here are the 7 Stoic morning habits you'll learn today. Wake up like a Stoic. It's not just early, it's how you wake up. Journal like Marcus Aurelius. I'll give you his exact prompts. The cold shower trick. Why Spartans and Stoics both did this. Meditate on mortality. Sounds dark, but it's the ultimate motivation. Plan your day like a general, Stoic plus Eisenhower matrix. Train your body. Even Socrates said, "No man has the right to be an amateur in physical training." Read Stoic wisdom, 5-minute quotes that change your mindset. By the end of this, you'll have a battle-tested routine, one that's been used for 2,000 years to build discipline, focus, and unshakable calm. Number 1, wake up early, like a Stoic. Seneca once wrote, "The dawn, when you first rise, carries the same message as the great philosophers." What does that mean? Simple. The way you wake up determines whether you'll rule the day or let it rule you. And in a world of endless distractions, mastering this habit is your first shield against chaos. The science of early rising. Hard facts, no fluff. Your body is designed to win the morning. Here's why. Cortisol peaks at 6 to 8 a.m. This natural alertness hormone primes your brain for focus. Hit snooze, and you sabotage it. Circadian rhythm syncs with sunlight. Ancient Romans didn't have alarms. They rose with the sun because light triggers dopamine, your motivation chemical. Studies show early risers report lower stress, higher productivity, and even better relationships because they're not rushed. Stoics didn't just wake early. They leveraged biology. No coffee, no phones, just pure dawn focus, and you can steal that advantage. How to do it. The Stoic method. Actionable steps. Forget just set an alarm. Here's the 3-step ritual Seneca would approve of. The 5-minute rule. When your alarm rings, say aloud, "This is the day I control." Yes, seriously. Stand up immediately, no thinking. Your body moves before your mind protests. Never snooze, ever. Snoozing trains your brain to ignore commitments. Stoics called this voluntary weakness. Fix it. Place your alarm across the room. If you walk to turn it off, you're already up. Accountability equals consequences. Ancient Stoics practiced public accountability. Imagine telling Epictetus you slept in modern version. Text a friend, "I'm up at time every morning." Miss a day? Pay them $10? Pain teaches faster than inspiration. I used to wake up at 9 a.m., groggy, scrambling to catch up. Then I tried Seneca's way, up at 5:30, no excuses. The first week was hell, but by day 10, I wrote more before breakfast than I used to all day. My productivity doubled because I'd already won before the world woke up. Your turn. Tomorrow, try this. Alarm across the room. Say I control the day the second you stand. Report to someone, even a comment below. Question. Could you do it for 3 days straight? Let me know. Number 2, journaling, Marcus Aurelius style. Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man in Rome, started his day with a pen, not a sword. His private journal, Meditations, wasn't just thoughts. It was his mental armor. And today, I'll show you how to build yours in just 5 minutes. Why Stoics journal, and why you should too. Epictetus said, write down what you want to be and how you'll act today. Not goals, not affirmations, identity. Because if you don't define yourself, the world will. Here's what science says. Reduces anxiety, brain dumps clutter, sharpens focus, writing equals mental clarity, tracks progress, your past self teaches you. Most journals fail because they're either too vague, be happy, or too mechanical, 7 a.m., drink water. Stoic journaling is different. It's a conversation with your best self. 3 Stoic prompts. Do these daily. 1. Gratitude. What's already mine? Stoics didn't chase happiness. They uncovered it. Write 3 things you take for granted, e.g. I have a bed. Why? Discomfort is wanting what you lack. Gratitude is lacking nothing. Example. I'm grateful for my health. Many can't walk, I can run. 2. Obstacles. What will test me today? Marcus wrote, the impediment to action advances action. List 1 to 2 challenges, e.g. my boss might criticize me. Then reframe them. This is my chance to stay calm. Example, traffic will test my patience. I'll use it to practice stillness. 3. Intentions. Who do I choose to be today? Not what will I do, but how will I act? Example, today I'll be patient, even if others aren't. Your future self will thank you. Example, I'll listen more than I speak in meetings. Mock journal page, your template. Here's how mine looks. Morning, May 15th, grateful for my family's health, the coffee in my cup, the quiet before dawn. Obstacles, a tight deadline. I'll focus on one task at a time. Rush creates mistakes. Intentions, I'll respond, not react. If stressed, I'll pause and breathe. Notice, no fluff, just truth plus action. Do this for 7 days, and you'll spot patterns. What triggers you, what lifts you, that's self-mastery. Number 3, cold exposure, ancient Spartan trick. Stoic, quote, what stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius, think about this. The average person wakes up and steps into a warm, comfortable shower. But the ancient Spartans, they dunked themselves in icy rivers. The Stoics, they trained in discomfort on purpose. Why? Because comfort is the enemy of growth. And if you want a mind stronger than your excuses, you need to try cold exposure. Why cold showers? Mental toughness plus dopamine. 1. Mental toughness. The Stoics called this voluntary hardship, doing hard things by choice, so life's unexpected struggles don't break you. Cold showers are your daily dose of Spartan training. That first 10 seconds of shock, that's your brain screaming, stop. But when you stay in, you teach yourself, I can handle discomfort. And that skill, it spills into every part of life. 2. Dopamine boost, science-backed. A study in the European Journal of Applied Physiology found cold exposure doubles dopamine for hours. Translation, you feel calmer, sharper, and more motivated without coffee. Marcus Aurelius didn't have espresso. He had discipline. 30-day challenge, how to start slow. Most people quit because they go full polar bear on day 1. Don't. Here's how to build the habit. Week 1. End your normal shower with 15 seconds of cold. Breathe deep, focus on enduring, and step out. That's it. Week 2. Push to 30 seconds. Notice how your mind tries to negotiate. Maybe tomorrow. Shut it down. This is Stoic practice. Week 3. Go to 1 minute. Now add a mantra. This is making me stronger. Yes, say it out loud. Week 4. Full 2 to 3 minutes. By now you'll crave the rush. That's your brain rewiring to love challenge. Stoic mindset. A CEO I coached hated cold showers but did them for 30 days. After, he said, "If I can stand this, I can handle a tough meeting." That's the Stoic shift. You stop avoiding hardship and start using it. Could you handle 15 seconds of cold water tomorrow? Comment, "Challenge accepted," if you're in. And if you've tried it before, how did it change you? Number 4, meditate on mortality, memento mori. Let death be daily before your eyes. Epictetus. Most people run from this thought. They avoid it, bury it, distract themselves, because death is uncomfortable. But the Stoics did the opposite. They stared it in the face every morning. Why? Because this simple practice, memento mori, remember you must die, was their secret weapon for living a life without fear, without wasted time, and with deep gratitude. The 5-minute death meditation, Stoic exercise. Here's how you do it. No mysticism, no fluff, just raw Stoic clarity. Sit in silence, 1 minute. Close your eyes, breathe. Ask yourself, if today were my last day, would I be proud of how I lived? Don't rush. Let the weight of the question hit you. Visualize the end, 2 minutes. Picture your own funeral. Who's there? What are they saying? Did I live with courage? Did I love fully? Did I waste time on things that didn't matter? This isn't morbid. It's a wake-up call. Write your last day plan. 2 minutes. Grab a pen. Finish these sentences. If I died tomorrow, I'd regret not. Today, I will stop wasting time on. I will show love to name by. That's it. 5 minutes. But the shift it creates? Massive. Why it works? Less procrastination, more gratitude. The Stoics weren't obsessed with death. They were obsessed with life. By remembering it's finite, you stop procrastinating. That project you've been putting off, that difficult conversation. I'll do it later vanishes when later isn't guaranteed. Drop petty problems, traffic, a rude comment, a missed opportunity. None of it matters when you ask, will this affect me on my deathbed? Feel deep gratitude. Ever notice how people facing illness suddenly appreciate sunshine, meals, laughter? You don't need a crisis. Just imagine losing it all. Watch how your coffee tastes better. A CEO I know does this every Monday. He told me, it's brutal, but it's why I quit a job I hated, repaired my marriage, and finally wrote that book. Death taught me how to live. Your turn. You don't have to be a philosopher. You just need 5 minutes. Tomorrow morning, try it. Ask, if I died tonight, would today have been a day I'm proud of? Then go live accordingly. Number 5, plan the day. Like a general Epictetus, the slave-turned-philosopher, dropped this life-changing line. First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you must. Translation: most people rush into their day like headless chickens. Stoics, they attack it like generals. Let me show you how. Why most morning plans fail. Problem. Here's the truth. Your to-do list is probably a lie. You jot down 20 tasks, finish 3, and feel like a failure. Why? Because busyness isn't productivity. The Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius didn't wake up and yell, I need to check emails. He asked, "What's the virtuous thing to do today?" Stoic mindset shift. Your daily plan isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Think like a Roman general. What's the hill I must take today to win the war? The rest, distractions. The Stoic Eisenhower matrix. Dwight Eisenhower, a Stoic-leaning president, said, "What's urgent is rarely important." Combine that with Epictetus, and you get this 4-quadrant cheat sheet for your morning. Urgent plus important. Do now. Example, your kids' school play at 3 p.m. Virtue, being present. Stoic twist. Ask, if I don't do this, will I regret it on my deathbed? Not urgent, plus important. Schedule. Example, writing your book. Virtue, legacy. Stoic twist. Block time, like it's a sacred ritual. Marcus wrote, meditations this way. Urgent, plus unimportant. Delegate, delete. Example, co-workers ASAP request. That's really their poor planning. Stoic twist. Does this serve my mission? No. Then it's noise. Not urgent, please, unimportant. Ignore. Example, mindless scrolling. Virtue, self-control. Stoic twist. This steals time I'll never get back. Picture this. A Roman general wouldn't let his soldiers chase every barbarian raid. He'd secure the fort first. Your fort? The 1 to 2 tasks that align with who you want to be. Sample Stoic morning plan, template. 6:30 a.m., wake, no phone. Stoic, question, what's the best version of today? 6:35 a.m., journal, prompt. What's one thing, if done, would make today a victory? 7 a.m., prioritize Eisenhower. Check, is this urgent, important, or just pretending to be? 7:30 a.m., execute Stoic rule. First 2 hours, no distractions. Seneca called this the invincible hours. A CEO client of mine used to start his day with 50 emails. Then he tried this. He cut his list to 3 tasks, all important. By noon, he'd won. The emails, still there, but his integrity wasn't buried under them. The deeper why, Stoic wisdom. Epictetus wasn't just talking about to-do lists. He meant, decide your character first, then let actions follow. Example, want to be disciplined? Plan like a general. Want to be wise? Put learning in quadrant 2. Want to be free? Say no to quadrant 4. Tonight, ask yourself, did I spend today as the person I claim to be? If not, tomorrow's your chance. Plan like a Stoic. Act like a legend. Number 6, physical training, body as a temple. Socrates, who heavily influenced the Stoics, once said, no man has the right to be an amateur in physical training. And he wasn't talking about six-pack abs. He meant this, your body is the fortress of your mind. Neglect it, and your discipline crumbles. Why Stoics trained physically. The ancient Stoics weren't just philosophers. They were soldiers, athletes, and leaders. Marcus Aurelius boxed. Cleanthes hauled water as a wrestler. Why? Because physical toughness trains mental toughness. As Seneca put it, a weak body weakens the soul. The modern problem. Today, we sit, we scroll, we let comfort soften us. But here's the truth. Your willpower is a muscle. Skip the gym, and you're also skipping the chance to practice discipline, the core of Stoicism. The 20-minute Stoic workout, no gym needed, minimalist routine. You don't need equipment or 2-hour sessions. The Stoics prized efficiency. Try this bodyweight routine every morning. Push-ups, 5 minutes. Not just for your chest. They teach you to push through resistance, literally and mentally. Modification, knees or incline, if needed. Stoic tip, count reps allowed. Focus on form, not speed. Bodyweight squats, 5 minutes. Legs carry you through life. Strong legs equal stamina for challenges. Stoic twist. On the last rep, hold the squat and say, this discomfort is practice. Plank, 3 minutes. The ultimate test of endurance. Your mind will beg you to quit. Don't let it. Progression. Start at 30 seconds, add 5 seconds daily. Shadowboxing, 5 minutes. Marcus Aurelius did this. It's not about fighting others. It's about fighting laziness. Stoic move. With each punch, visualize an obstacle you'll conquer today. Rest at 2 minutes. Total, 20 minutes. How this builds mental strength, discipline transfer. Here's the Stoic secret. Physical training isn't about the body. It's about the mind. When you force yourself to squat when tired, you're rehearsing for life's harder moments. Think of it like this. Push-ups equals persistence. You'll need it for work projects. Plank. Delayed gratification, just like saving money or learning a skill. Boxing. Controlled aggression. Channel stress into action, not anger. A study on Navy SEALs found those who exercised daily handled stress 40% better, not because they were stronger, but because they'd practiced suffering voluntarily. That's Stoicism in action. Avoiding excuses. Too busy? Musonius Rufus, a Stoic teacher, made his students dig ditches to prove effort matters more than time. No 20 minutes. Do piontum. Start small, but start. The bigger picture. Body as a temple. The Stoics saw the body as a tool for virtue, not vanity. A weak body distracts you with aches, fatigue, and insecurity. A strong one? It lets you focus on what matters: wisdom, courage, and living well. Tomorrow, before you check your phone, do this workout. Prove to yourself that you control your body, not vice versa. And when it gets hard, remember Epictetus, difficulty shows what men are. Number 7, Red Stoic. Quotes, 5-minute wisdom. You could spend years reading self-help books, or you could steal the morning ritual of history's wisest men. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus didn't have motivational podcasts. They had 5-minute quotes that shaped empires. Here's how to use them. Stoic. Quote in, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Marcus Aurelius, why this matters. Most people debate how to be better, but never act. Aurelius wrote this to himself at war, a reminder that philosophy is useless without action. Your morning quote isn't just inspiration, it's a daily challenge. Top 3 morning passages with explanations. 1. Marcus Aurelius. The obstacle is the way. What stands in the way becomes the way. Sounds simple, right? But here's what most miss. Aurelius didn't say this on a calm morning. He wrote it while leading troops in battle. Translation. Your worst problem today, traffic a rude coworker, is your training ground. Example, stuck in a long line, practice patience, project delayed, adapt like a general. The Stoics didn't avoid hard things, they used them. 2. Seneca. Prepare for poverty, even in wealth. Set aside days where you eat only bread, sleep on the floor, and wear your worst clothes. Then you'll realize nothing can break you. Why? Seneca was richer than Bezos, yet he practiced losing it all. Morning action. Once a week, skip coffee or take a cold shower. Remind yourself, I choose discomfort. Luxury makes you soft. Poverty training makes you unshakable. 3. Epictetus. Control what you can. Happiness begins with one sentence. What is mine and what is not? Brutal truth. You can't control your boss, the weather, or yesterday. Morning checklist. Write down 3 things you control. They are your effort, your attitude, your schedule. The moment you focus only on your circle, stress vanishes. How to apply them. Action steps. Step 1. The 5-minute rule. Read one quote. Pick from above. Ask, what's one way this applies today? If my meeting goes badly, that's my obstacle is the way moment. Step 2. Write it down bad. Just think about it. Stoic. Keep a quote journal. 1 sentence plus 1 action. Example. Seneca's poverty training. Skip lunch, dessert today. Step 3. Repeat for 21 days. The Stoics didn't like quotes. They lived them. Pro tip. Stick 1 quote on your mirror. See it while brushing your teeth. Let's lock in these 7 Stoic morning habits. 1 last time. 1 wake up early. Like Seneca, own the dawn. No snooze, no excuses. 2 journal like Marcus Aurelius. Start with gratitude. Prepare for obstacles. 3 cold exposure. Train your mind to embrace discomfort. 4 meditate on mortality. Remember life is short. Act accordingly. 5 plan like a general. Not just tasks, virtues. What kind of person will you be today? 6 move your body. Strength isn't optional for a Stoic. 7 rid. Stoic wisdom. 5 minutes of ancient advice greater than 2 hours of modern noise. Any one of these can change your life. But combine them. You'll outthink, outwork, and outlast 99% of people. Now I want to hear from you. Which habit will you try first? Drop a comment right now. Say Stoic if you're committing to one. And if you already do some of these, tell me which ones. This is how we build a community of action takers, not just watchers. But here's the truth. A Stoic morning means nothing without a Stoic night. Tomorrow's video, I'll show you the 5-step ritual Seneca used to end his day, so you wake up sharper, calmer, and ready to win. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Last question. If the Stoics could time travel to 2024, what would shock them? Not the technology, but how easily we surrender our mornings to distraction. Don't be that person. Start tomorrow. I'll see you in the comments.